The first word we're going to learn is the word implore. Implore on two. 1, 2.
Implore!
And the word implore means what? Read it for me, please, loud and proud. Jovan?
To ask in a serious or emotional way. To beg.
Yes. When you think implore, think of begging. You are begging for something. Read the situation for me, please, loud and proud. Juju?
She implored the firefighter to go back inside the burning house to rescue her trapped puppy.
What did the girl do in the situation? Use a definition. What did the girl do in the situation? Jackie Tani?
The girl implored to the firefighter to go inside her house and rescue her trapped puppy.
Use a definition. Send us some shine. Shout out to Niley for being a really good teammate right now.
She asked in a serious and in an emotional way to the firefighter to go back inside and rescue her puppy.
Yeah, she's begging. So imagine this little girl begging for the firefighters. Please, firefighter, go back and save my precious dog Fluffy, right? How does the image demonstrate the word implore? 15 seconds with your teammate. Go. Okay. How do you know?
She's doing this is like she's like down begging.
Perhaps, right? Perhaps.
It's like
Okay. Extra, extra. Track, Maurice.
The image shows imploring because
Shows the word implore.
implored because the person could be kneeling down and begging for a person.
What about the picture tells you that the person is begging? Tell me about the picture.
His hands are like together.
Yeah. Raise your hand if you've ever done this. When begging or asking, Jared's like, please, right? If you've ever done this when you really wanted something from a parent, a guardian, a family member, or a friend. I'm seeing some thumbs up as well. Next word is the word caustic. On two. 1, 2.
Caustic!
And the word caustic means very harsh and critical. And just read the situation for me, please, loud and proud. Kyoko.
The judge's caustic remarks destroyed the contest.
Contestants. You got this. Contestants.
Confidence at the talent show.
Track me. What might, Ben, the judge have said? Now imagine this. You all know, keep your comments in your hands. You all know Miss Torres has the most fabulous voice you've ever heard. Pretend she's up there auditioning. What might be the caustic remarks that the judge made that destroyed my confidence? What caustic remarks might the judge have made? 15 seconds, turn and talk, go.
That song was the trashiest song I ever heard in my life.
It wouldn't be about the song. What would it be about?
That was the trashiest talent thing I ever saw in my life.
That would be the what?
That would be the trash. That's the trashiest talent thing I ever saw in my
No, be
life.
more specific. If I'm singing, what might they say about my singing?
Your voice is the worst voice I ever heard in my life.
Exactly. Ready to share? Hey, if everybody clap once. Here, everybody clap once. Here, everybody clap twice. Track Kai.
Jasleen and I said that
The judge might say.
the judge might say, that is the worst voice I ever heard in my life.
Yes, absolutely. Although we all know a judge would never say that to Miss Torres. Never. Back in slam. 3, 2, right here. 1 and 0. Check out the image. How does this image demonstrate the word caustic? Look carefully at the image. 30 seconds with your teammate to discuss how does the image demonstrate the word caustic. Ready, go. How else do you know it's poison? What other word do you see there? Yes, girl. Yes. Extra, extra.
Read all about it!
Oh, you guys knew we were coming back. Turn and track, Jada. How does the image? Go for it.
The image shows the definition of the word caustic because as you can see, the hand is like if you drop that sewage or stuff on your hand is
It might be like a chemical. Let's say chemical.
or whatever it is. If you drop it on your hand, you're gonna be in danger, and that's gonna be very harsh.
Yes, exactly. And the last word we're going to learn today is the word subside. Subside on to 1, 2.
Subside!
When I say go, silently stand up if you think Kirsty was being brave. Go. Have a seat. Silently stand up if you think that Kirsty was not being brave. Have a seat. We have ourselves an interesting discussion. First, I want to hear from someone who wants to argue that Kirsty was acting bravely. Would love to hear what you have to say. Turn and track, Mark. Jada is tracking. Juju is tracking. Go for it, Mark. Loud and proud. Boom it.
I think that Kirsty was being brave at this moment because, well, there's these soldiers that have guns and are armed and could basically relocate her, / kill her at any moment they please. And she's standing up to them, and she's just like, I don't care. But I do care that you're touching my hair, and I'm going to literally, like, hit you if you don't stop. That's being pretty brave to people that could literally...
Oh, he's still speaking.
How? Dead.
Build on, Jasmine.
I agree with you, Mark.
Louder. You got this, girl.
I agree with you, Mark, and I would like to go on because Kirsty's being brave because, like Uncle Henrik said, the less you know, the braver you are. And Kirsty knows nothing about what's going on. All she knows is that a bunch of soldiers have invaded her personal space in her home, and they're now a part of her life. They're natural. She's used to it. So she's like all over the place. She doesn't really care. And she's like standing up to the soldiers, like Mark said, and just like acting all sorts of ways. And Amber's like, yeah.
What do you think, Nate? I'm seeing some disagreement.
I respectfully disagree with you, Mark and Jasmine, because, well, we know that Kirsty, she's 5 years old, so she's naive about what's going on, and she doesn't know anything about the German occupation like Anne-Marie and Ellen know about it. So since she's naive, she's not acting brave because she doesn't know like what the German were, why the German are there, and what's the reason for them to be there.
Pause, track me. Jada's tracking. Maurice is tracking. I have to dig deep back in my memory for this. I recall a while back, there was a Do Now question that asked all of you, how would you define bravery? And if I recall correctly, many of you said on that Do Now that being brave is when you choose to take a risk, even if it's dangerous, right? You're doing something even though you know that something could happen to you. Knowing this definition of bravery, do we think about this, do we think Kirsty is intentionally acting bravely? That she is making the choice to do something that she knows could potentially, be risky. Track Delia. Loud, girl.
No, because she's not a naive 5-year-old and she doesn't know the Nazis. So how can she be brave intentionally in that moment if she doesn't know what they could do to her? She's not taking a risk if she doesn't know that they could kill her or take her away from her family.
Pause. Let's just do a quick check. Stand up if you've changed your mind since the start of this conversation. Oh, quite a few of you. Have a seat. So just to stamp, and I don't want to repeat what Delia said because we heard her, she was loud and proud, and she had a really good idea. She is not being brave in this moment for all of the reasons that Nate and Delia just said. She is naive. She is not making a choice to take a risk. She simply does not know. So she is not in this moment being brave. Who disagrees with me and wants to talk about it later? I will find the time and we can battle this out. But for right now, we're gonna stamp it there and we're gonna move on. What about part B? What did you notice about the way that the soldiers react to Kirsty in that moment? What did you notice? Track, Jason.
What I noticed is
Wait, Jason, you need all eyes. Niley is tracking. Mason is tracking, wasting no time. Already there. Yes, Mason.
so what I noticed when the soldier touched Kirsty's hair, that Kirsty moved the soldier's hand away from her head, and then the soldiers like laughed, like it was like in a funny way.
Yeah, they laughed. Now let's jump down to question 2. I know that some of you are done, which is fantastic. If you're done, you get the awesome privilege to steal some IR minutes and you can keep reading in the book. With a teammate, and I believe you two are on the same team, so you're good. With your teammate, answer question 2, part A and part B. 3 minutes. If you're not done, that's okay. We are going to jump into discussion immediately after. 3 minutes with a teammate, go.
It might